Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Profit Data. So today exactly I'm gonna talk about how you can execute your orders with the help of Excel. Okay, with the help of an exe file, and especially you can place an market bracket order in Fyers. Okay, especially utilizing this Fyers API in just one click trade. Okay. So to proceed with these things, I just say about prerequisite things. Okay, so if you don't have an account, okay, you can get with my website, which will be linked in the description. Okay, and sign up with your email address and phone number and continue with these things. If you get Aadhaar card or PAN card, you can open an account. Instant account opening process will be there. So on that day itself you can open your account. Otherwise you can take the help of Fyers team. Okay. So I just tell you about my files and executable things. So which I will after account opening I will share to you in your mail ID. So this will be the format. Okay, so if you just click on these things, it will be definitely in an Google Drive. So it will be open with zip extractor. So if you click on download or something, it will ask for the scan and you just say download anyway and the files will get downloaded. Okay, so these are the things which you need to do, and after it what happens, you will get all these files. So now exactly I'm gonna discuss each and everything how I'm doing this stuff. Okay, so as if if you get with Fyers website or trading website. Okay, so I will show you right now what exactly I'm doing right now. Okay, and go with the Fin Nifty. So if I choose any kind of a buy or sell, okay, there will be bracket orders will be there. Okay, so if you go with the bracket orders, these are the details which you need to fill. Okay, same as you have to do it in our executable files or say program itself. Okay, so you have to go with the bracket order. Now we'll get two options, market price and you need to trigger buy, which is like kind of a limit price. So if you go with the market buy order, you need to mention the price. Okay, so you have to talk about stop loss and you have to talk about what are the profits you are looking for. Okay, so sometimes what happens when you try to trade, okay, the prices will get in slippages. Okay, you won't get the right entry price and you won't get the proper stop loss or target. Okay, so my main this bracket order, okay, scenario. So this you can do it with the help of an Excel. At first you can set each and everything as required. Okay, and the best adaptation, the best way for the workout is to have it in a CSV file, in a notepad. That I think will be best. Okay, so these are the details will be there, okay, which you need to fill by yourself. The profit API key will be the API credentials, the API key which is given by us after account opening or by paying monthly service charge fee. Okay, you will get these things. So after this you will be able to set your path, this specially path for the log. Okay, so if you trade or any mistakes has happened, it will get recorded in a log.test. So you can define whichever folder you are. So suppose if current folder I'm in, I can define these things. Okay, so I just need to copy, and if I set these things it will work for me. So that is how you can go. Okay, and next what happens, you need to set your app ID. I mean, first of all, generate token, which I am talking about. So suppose if you want to generate token, okay, so this is from the API. I mean, you need to set your Fyers API ID, secret ID. Okay, after the creation of your app, which will be available in my Fyers API. Okay, so I've been already prepared the documentation how you can set or how you can create files. Okay, with these things it will be available. So if you download and extract all the files, you will avail this documentation, and from this you can just read the documentation. So you need to create, you need to visit my api.fyers.in. okay, so if you visit these things, you can in dashboard you can create app and you can set the redirect URL as it is. Okay, so these are the things will be there, and after that a generate token will be there. So this will be your generate token, and you need to set your app ID which you get from this dashboard. Okay, so set your app ID and this URL will be all same. Okay, so I'll show you how you can generate the access token with these things by setting my own client ID. Okay, here I will set my client ID, so you can set your app ID which is available. Okay, so you can set these things. Now what happens is, suppose if you visit one of my page which I say as in Fyers API profit data, I have been already discussed each and everything. So if I say Fyers API in this case and such, you will get a page, okay, where exactly I have been discussed each and everything. Okay, so if I visit this Fyers API, I have been already discussed how you can create an app and generate the access token. So I must say that you should visit. So these are the things will be there. Okay, so you need to create in this way. Okay, if it is like newly available, you can set as this. So you need to give app name and redirect URL as discussed. Okay, so same as it is, you need to copy paste. Okay, so if you do this stuff, what happens? Description you can maintain, redirect URL, app name you can give it your name as well. Okay, nothing else, just say create app and all of the data should be clicked, and I accept the API usage should also be clicked. So whatever the terms and conditions, if you accept, you will get this as page as this. Okay, so here you will get the app ID and secret ID. So this app ID will be here. Okay, here you have to set in this URL. So if you set these things, you are good to go. So from this, what happens? The access token will be generated. The secret ID is also there, so you need to set this in secret ID. So secret ID you need to set it here. Okay, so as I am discussing here you need to set your secret ID. Okay, and the generate token, especially the access token, will be generated. And this in this weekday and instrument generates. Suppose if you give it as an T, what happens? The preferred expiries will be get generated, which will be like, it will be in instruments.csv. Okay, so what happens? This instruments.csv will contain all of the details, all of the expiry. From that I will fetch my CEP and I will execute those things. So definitely I'm going to show all those stuffs. Okay, now what happens is, suppose I required my trading symbol index. Okay, so these are the formats which you need to follow, and the description and details are given. So suppose if I talk about the trading symbol index. Okay, so if I mention a zeroth, in this case the list will be there, so it is available in Bank Nifty. If you go with 1, it is Fin Nifty, Mid Cap Nifty. So this is how it is there. So if I trading symbol index 0, it is Bank Nifty. If I go with 1, it is Fin Nifty. So that is how you can set. So you can refer this documentation. You can choose manual strike price if it is T. So you can set your own strike price. It is in floating value. Say suppose if it is any of the price which is running. Okay, so if I say that Bank Nifty is running around 45,156. So what I have to do, I have to say manual strike price as in T. Okay, and my strike price which I have to mention, okay, which will be like 45,156.0, whichever it is there, you can set as per your requirement. Okay, even in this case, suppose if it is Bank Nifty is there and you want to select any kind of a premium. Okay, so whichever premium you're looking for. Okay, so 45,500. So what you can do, you can set manual strike price as a T and you can set 45,000 rupees here. Okay, and you can get that premium easily. And if you don't want to do all those things, what you can do, you can set ATM strike price as T, ATM CEP 0, and whichever level you want from the ATM. So whatever running prices will be there. So if I say I will consider as a 45,200 rupees. So what happens from 45,200 rupees, if you consider 100 as an ATM CE, it will be 45,300. Okay, and it will be in this case ATM PM, it will be 45,200. So whatever upper route will be considered, and according to that it will go. Okay, and whichever you want to trade. Okay, whether you want to go with the C or P, 0th for C, 1 for P. Okay, in this documentation you can refer. Set your C levels. Okay, so which is 0 count as it, I mean in this CP order. If you set as for call option, it will be 0, and 1 if you want to set trade input option, which will be P. So this all you need to set. And for quantity, quantity you can set like 15 rupees is initial lot size of your bank nifty, same as with these things. So suppose if I go with any kind of a trade, the lot size will be definitely will be there. According to that you need to set. Okay, suppose if you go with the fin nifty, okay, you have to give at least 40 rupees. So these are the things which you can give. Okay, and nifty will be 50 rupees and mid cap nifty 75 rupees. So according to that, give multiple lot size as you set in this platform. So same settings which you need to give, and all of the reference is taken from the API documentation, which I'm going to discuss. Side 1 means buy and -1 means sell. So you can go with option buying as well option selling with your target and stop loss as mentioned. And the great about this thing, the feature which I'm talking about, this trade tool, is come with a point wise. So suppose if you set 3 rupees, means whatever the market price you bought, and according to that 3 and 9 rupees it will be set as 3 rupees stop loss and 9 rupees as a target. So you can set your risk and reward 1:3, 1:5, whichever you want, 1:2 or 1:1. So you can set according to that, take profit, comma. So all of the things is CSV, in a CSV format. So you can set in these things, you can set these things, okay, and we are good to go. So this is how you need to mention. So I close these things, and you can follow from straight away with a notepad itself. I mean, you can straight away instead of opening in an Excel file, just open in a notepad. You can choose open with a notepad. If it is not directed available if it is available in Excel, you just open it, and manually what happens, you can change in instant. If you open an Excel, you will definitely get a read and write issue. So it's better you do it in a notepad. So from this you can change it whatever, and it will reflect in instant. So I'm going to show you all those things, how it will work. So now what happens, each and everything set, documentation is done. Okay, and I will set my auth code and access token in front of you that I am going to show. Now what happens, in this case, one more thing which I am talking about. Okay, so if I say these things, so you can avail this free of cost. So if you just click on this Fyers trading account, open and Fyers account, okay, which is already mentioned, and you can avail this free of cost. Okay, and you can mention the email ID in the details. Otherwise you can pay 3,690 rupees. Okay, and you can avail this service for a month. Okay, and to pay the amount, you can direct message me via WhatsApp. You just message as UPI ID. The UPI ID will be provided. Pay on that UPI. Okay, and just share the screenshot. Okay, paid proof, and after that the things will be activated, and on your email ID everything will be get shared. And so suppose if you have any strategies or idea or customize anything, just WhatsApp me. Okay, so these are the things which can be done. So you can just contact me via WhatsApp, details are there. So I just give URL of account opening and this Algo trade services details. So you can check these things, and you can refer as per your requirement. Okay, so now what happens is, suppose I will generate access token. So I already talked about how. Okay, from this auth code what happens, I will generate the access token. So before ampersand state, just copy each and everything, okay, and paste it in auth code. So auth code will be each and everything. So after download, whatever executable files will be there, you will receive these things. So in auth code, each and everything is set. So access token will be generated dynamically. Okay, after clicking the profit underscore app. Okay, this input should be changed. Okay, so which I will replace, which is already ready made, and you can set by yourself. Okay, so I think all of the details which you mentioned up to this are personal details, and each and everything which need to be mentioned are this way. So if I say generate underscore token T will be there, and user ID which you can log path you set by yourself, profit is up to you. So these are the things I think you have to set as in personal, and everything will be like consider these things. Okay, so I think I will mention all those things. So I will replace these things and let's go for these things. Okay, so as you can see the access token is generated. Okay, so same it will be there. So what happens, I suppose if you say generate token, so things will get generated. Okay, and after that what you can do, you just have to say F. So what happens when it will go for next time, what it will do, it will try to get this access token which is already generated. So for a day it is well and good. Okay, so you have to do it daily. You have to generate access token, you have to give the auth code, you have to generate the access token. Okay, and from that you are good to go. And just after that we will discuss about the things which have been done. Okay, so as you can see our things are as in Nifty back index which have been chosen, and 45,200 level was there. So from that ATM, as you can see, CPN generated, and I asked for 1, so P means 45,000 P, these things will be there. Okay, so if I say P, order will be placed, or otherwise I can refresh order. Okay, so for now this only two things which you need to give. P for place order. So whatever the things are there, as you can see, I believe whatever I am doing as of right now, okay, because the things won't be available because right now I am not in the market. I mean the market is not available, so that is also the reasons will be there. So we will check the orders as well. Okay, so as you can see I got a sell market order. Okay, especially I think I was doing a side as a -1. Okay, so market B order, you can check it is a rejected order, but same time quantity is 60, so whichever you want you can do. So that you can do and place a market bracket order. For that I am going option selling, and how you can go for option buying, so this is you can do. So just have to say set 1, so -1 for sell, 1 for buy. So whatever P is there, so suppose if I want to go with these things, suppose I need to refresh these things. Okay, so that is also required. So if I refresh, I'll get as in side as in 1. Okay, so yes means 1, SL 3 point, target 9 point, and quantity will be 60 rupees, and bank nifty P. So if I say this, I will place a market bracket order. Okay, so this is how it will go. So same which was in sell, I am going as of right now buy. Okay, so same things which can be done. As you can see, it is very much instant. So same time happens in market hours as well. Okay, so if you are already ready with your orders, each and everything, just say P and R, each and everything is good to go. Okay, so if I want to change anything, whichever I want, say suppose if I am not looking for Fin Nifty, okay, so I have to say 0, instead of 0 I have to say 1. Okay, and instead of P I have to say 0, means C as in 0, 0th column, and 1 as in P. Okay, so control S, and you can refresh this thing. So you have to say capital R and enter. So what happens, the order is refreshed. Now I am in Fin Nifty index. Okay, quantity you can change as per your requirement. So as you can say, I think you can go with a 40 quantity or a 80 quantity or something like that. So I think that is multiple of lot size, so this need to be changed. So according to that you can go. Otherwise I think if I place order also I will get an error. Okay, the order quantity, so that is the reason. Okay, and in between these things are referred. Now I can place the order. So if I go for these things, what happens, order Fin Nifty will be placed, earlier not placed but now has been placed. So these are the things which you can do. Okay, and in that you can increase stop loss and target as well. Okay, so you can keep it as per your requirement. I am in this ATMP level which I am doing as for 0 arrow setup. Okay, which you can do it for yourself as well. Okay, and for other things you can do. So sudden what happens, this specially works where exactly spikes are there. Okay, where exactly premium is moving constantly. okay, in a volatile market. Okay, these things can be utilized, and especially sometimes what happens in this market scenario. So suppose if you go with, sometimes we will miss the GUI part. If you go with the app ID and try to place order, sometimes you won't get that button, or some, like, so suppose if you try to place the order also, next you have to give some target and stop loss also. For that also it will take time. So if you go with these things, it will be an instant. Okay, as we are doing an instant account opening process, these are the things which are doing as an instant order. Okay, and it is one of the best way. And in the same times you can choose your ATM strike price and ATM C level, whichever you want. So suppose if I am P, I'm looking for, like, whichever it is, I can go with 300 rupees. So suppose whatever the price are there, to 2150, so 300, 450 will be there. So if I say, what happens, so as you can see, yeah, 450 P is there. So for P have been changed, so that is, you can go. So if I just want to go with the P, so in between I can change as in one, and if I refresh, I will get the orders which I am looking for. So now P have to say, so this is what I am doing as of right now. Okay, this is my date, and right now I am going for this, all this stuff. Okay, so side 1 I am placing and buy order quantity 40, SL3, target 9 rupees. So this is what I am going right now. So you can do changes as per your requirement and can place the order. And if you open, at first you can do it with Excel, and secondly you open with notepad with the CSV file, it will be best. You can change in instant and can do R as in refresh, P as in place order. So I think that will be best. So this is how you can go for these things. So say P, enter, order placed. Okay, one of the best tool which you can utilize. As I suppose if I am looking at the market, I am looking for the charts and want to place the order, so that is also can be done. So you are very much ready where exactly whichever I want, and in these things whichever you set as ones will be considered, and after that instant orders will be placed. So in this case what happens, you can save your money, especially like sometimes a price goes out of your hand, or say suppose target goes out of your hand, so you can capture all those things. Okay, and especially all those things is happening on just one click. Okay, so whatever the executive file, just click on these things, and you need to follow the proper instructions. If you miss a dot also, you will get an error. If you are missing this iput.csv, how to do it, you can just open in Excel and can do that stuff. Okay, so that is also can be done. And best practice is open in a CSV file. And instruments.csv, you need to, for the expiries you need to generate. So for that also you can say an instrument generate as in T, and weekday you can select. So suppose if it's Monday, it starts from 0th. So that is how you can do. So mid-cap nifty you can start with the 0th and say true. So that is how weekdays you can change, and the expiry will get changed. So I think by Friday if you do it, each and everything will be over there. So after Thursday expiry, by Friday if you do it, so at, like say suppose Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so at weekday by 3rd if you say instrument generate tree, all of the things will be generated, and from that each and everything is taken care. Okay, so these are the things are there. Okay, so if you don't face, if you do it if you follow the simplicity, everything is good to go. Okay, you can set each and everything and can place as per your requirement. Okay, so n number of potentials are there, okay, which you can explore. Okay, so I will give it to you. Okay, if you have an account under my referral, or otherwise you pay the monthly service charge fee, which is 3690 rupees. Okay, which have been discussed in this page, which I will give this link. Okay, so that's what I am doing as of right now. And I think at earlier my file was 85 MB, but I think here I've been made it very less. So I believe it is around 30 MB will be there, so which you can utilize, and it will be shared your email ID, and it will be in a Google Drive. Okay, from there you can download and can set these things. Just set in this path, set your folder. Okay, and just execute these things. Okay, so and it's in repetitive, you can refresh, you can place orders, whichever the way you like, you can utilize. Okay, and I think after the access token which is generated, this is also with app ID and secret ID, you can utilize whichever way you want. So if the order is placed and if you want to trail that stop loss, so that is also can be done. Okay, if you want to take profit or stop loss, but I think if you are maintaining the risk and reward with constant target and stop loss, so that is also good. Okay, so a number of possibilities which you can think of and try to do. Okay, so I must say that follow these things, and if you have any doubt regarding this video, okay, please come out to the WhatsApp, okay, and just let me know. Okay, thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe. Okay, thank you.